Finally, time for the 2018 FA World Rallycross Championship. I'm so excited, it's ridiculous. I hope you're as excited at home as I am. My name's Andrew Coley, I'm the commentator in the English language for this brilliant championship, which is going into its 5th season. We've had, who have we had? Petter Solberg as a double world champion. Of course, we've had Matthias Ekström, and we've got Johan Kristoffersson as the current world champion. It's Friday here in Barcelona. It's raining a little bit, actually. The forecast for Saturday is rain, and the forecast for Sunday is sunshine. So we're going to see a mixture of conditions, which is going to give us, hopefully, a brilliant idea of which of these teams has done the homework over the winter and is going to be on the pace, and which of them has got a little bit of work to do. I'll be honest, I'm really hoping that we don't see the domination that we saw last year. I'd like to see lots of different people winning, but we'll see. Of course, Ekström won the first 3 last year, and then it completely flipped around, and it was a VW whitewash for the rest of the season. So that's T-Rex, you were just looking at there. That's kind of the home of the promoter. All the staff are in there busily giving out things like number stickers and name stickers. At the start of the season, everyone's getting new clothing. It's mad, the amount of stuff that's going on. But I know what you want to see. You want to see the cars. So we're going to go in here first of all. This is GRX Gronholm RX. This is a proper team now. So last year, of course, it was just Niklas Gronholm. This year, we've got Timo Timosjanov, mind your feet, on the way in. And the guys are at lunch. Well, most of them are at lunch. So we can have a sneaky peek around the brand new Hyundai. So this, of course, is based on the old World Rally car, just as the Polo was, and it is a proper piece of kit. This is actually the first time I've seen it, and I'm very much enjoying. Look at this. So they've got the rear suspension hanging off down here, so a little bit of prep work going on. The drive shafts aren't in this one. Come around the front and have a look. So this is the car of Timo Timosjanov. Remember, Timo was with Stard last year, and his teammate there was Yanis Palmanis, and this year he's come to join the GRX team. I'm excited about this. I love seeing brand new cars, and I say this is absolutely brand new. We know that we're testing. They didn't come to Silverstone, remember. They weren't at the Silverstone test. We're going to see Niklas's car as well. And that was because they were trying to iron out a few last-minute problems with the car. So it's not just as simple as just chucking a 600 horsepower engine. The stresses that then go through the transmission and the suspension, and of course we have contact. So obviously in WRC they have contact with the scenery sometimes, but here we have contact with other cars. So certain parts of the car need to be stronger than they might be on the rally car. So that's I'm assuming some of the stuff they've been working on. It does look absolutely mega. Loving the new livery as well. Actually, Niklas is here. Let's have a quick chat with Niklas. Excuse me, sir. Niklas.
Yes.
How are we?
We're good. We're good.
It's so good to see the car, because this is the first time everyone's seen the car, and it looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I think it looks okay, and feels okay too. So can't wait to start driving tomorrow.
Where are you guys at? Because obviously we know you weren't at Silverstone because you were kind of trying to iron out a few last-minute problems with the car. Have you got those solved yet, or is this going to be? Are we going to be learning on the first few events?
Yeah, I hope that we have solved all the problems. Okay. We haven't tested a lot, so we're let's see where we are and improve race by race. This race for sure will be learning more about the car and the setups and so on. So yeah, let's see.
Are you excited or nervous or neither?
Both, of course. Of course, I want to get driving and have fun, but. It's a bit nervous to see where we are, because nobody really knows. I can't say for myself, where we are. So let's see.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what everyone's excited about. Nobody really knows where anybody is. I think we can head out this way. But so Timosjanov and Gronholm, we're going to come out through this door here and see if we can cross over. Perfect. Come on through this way. Thank you very much. Right, let's head across to OMSE. Kevin! Excuse me, guys. It's on the duck under here. Good to see you. New car, revealed yesterday, Mark 8 Fiesta. That was quite a well-kept secret, I think.
Yeah, I think, we tried to keep it a secret. We didn't know, to be honest, if we would be ready in time with everything. It was a tight schedule, but we are here and it feels good.
I've been watching your Instagram. I know you're up late putting the tent up, and I imagine you've had quite a few late nights finishing the cars off, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been a couple of late nights, but I'm used to it. No, but I like it. I like to help out. It was very tight, but I could sleep in the bus down here, so I feel ready.
So tell us about the car. We saw some of the stuff at Silverstone on the kind of the test hack, for want of a better word. I know it was an older car, but you were trying some things, onboard suspension and front radiators. Have those made it through to this now?
Yeah, so we tried the basics, like what we wanted in the cars in the Mark 7 car. So it's pretty much the same technology like we want to have and like it is, but just a brand new body shell and plastic and everything. So, but the technology is the same. So that we feel satisfied on that part. Now it's just a brand new car and everything can happen. So, but we had a small shakedown yesterday morning, so everything seemed to work. So it's all good.
New engine as well, a bit more grunt.
Yeah, it's a brand new OMC own design engine, and I like it. It's we had it in USA for a couple of years, so but now we with the rules that we have here, it's a bit different, and we got it to work, and it feels good.
Okay, and what's the aim? I mean, obviously it's a new car. You're just waiting to see whether you're on the pace tomorrow. Nobody seems to know, and that's what's so exciting.
Yeah, of course. I mean, no one really knows. I felt we actually were pretty good on the pace in Silverstone on the official test there, and now we get some more new stuff. So hopefully we find even a little bit more. But you never know. And we have new cars and everything. So we have. Of course, I have high expectations, but we also need to be like, okay, it's the first race. We haven't been able to test them so much, so we should be a little bit careful. But I feel we have a good package, so I want to be up there. So.
Fantastic. Look forward to it.
Thank you.
Right, we'll leave them to it. I'll duck back out. So remember, obviously, Kevin round the outside Ericsson. We've got a hairpin here for the first corner. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Larson, his teammate. So Robin Larson is back. Robin last year dropped to European Championship and is now back to World Championship full time. He's a spectacular driver. They both are. They're both maximum attack, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Hard for you guys to see, but under the wheel arch in the rear of this car, see if you can get a shot right into here, Karim. Come over this way. So if you look underneath the wheel arch of the car, you can see that you can't see the damper and the springs. So normally you would expect to see that upright in there, and you can't, and that's because it's a lay-down arrangement on the inside. So think what it looks like on the inside of the RX Lights cars, and that'll give you a better idea. Right, let's head further up the paddock. So this is starred. Yanis Baumanis remains with them. Of course, I said Timmer has departed and gone to GRX. We've got EKS on this side here. I wonder if we can get into EKS. If we produce a T, if we unzip the doors here, or are we going to end up in trouble? I think we're going to go over there and just try and just see who's in. We've got the cameraman jogging. We're getting there. Still last minute prep going on at PSRX as well. No, I'd say they're not quite ready, but have a sneaky little look in here and you can see Baccarat's car is being prepared over on the far side. So Baccarat, of course, swapping over the winter to come across the EKS team, and it's going to be absolutely fascinating to see how they can get on. Audi Sport, increased backing from Audi Sport with these guys. So we know they've worked hard on the aerodynamics. The engine position is different. They've got a different anti-lag. They're hoping for more drivability. So when they're not on full throttle, so if they're off throttle or part throttle, they're really hoping that the new anti-lag and the new engine setup in their software, and I say the position of various things on the car. They've got new cooling package on the top, new aerodynamics, new rear wing. Again, we just don't know how quick that is. We know they're really, really keen to try and catch up with these guys. So, Johan Kristoffersson, Petter Solberg, PSRX Volkswagen Sweden, world champion driver and world champion team. And we're going to head on inside and just see if anybody is here. Pernilla's here. Right, let's have a chat with Pernilla. Come in, Pernilla. Hello, guys. How are you? Nice to see you.
I'm really excited to start, I'm really nervous.
Everybody's so excited, aren't they?
You can really feel the tension in the paddock, everybody's so eager to start, so it's fantastic.
Yeah, nobody knows. I mean, I know you all want to be fastest, and everybody thinks maybe or hopes they're going to be fastest,
Yes.
but be honest, you don't know, do you? Because everyone's saying they don't know.
You have no idea. We had some good tests, when we had the times for everybody, and that was quite, shocking. Like, wow, you think you're in a good pace, and then suddenly someone's there doing 5/10 quicker laps, and you say, oh my God, but you really had it black and white. So that was actually a good test. But then you have cars in the paddock you haven't really seen before. We know the Fords are new. We know we haven't seen the Hyundais from Grenholm. We haven't got a clue what their performance will be. So it's just everybody's like, waiting to have these first practice laps tomorrow. I think that will be so fun.
It seems so. South Africa seems so long ago, and like you guys last year, it was such a dominant performance from you. You can see the cars over here. Karim, come over this way a little bit, Pernilla. And actually, our TV crew's in here now, so they're talking to Johan. So have a look over here, and you can see they're setting up a TV interview there.
Such an amazing season last year. You can't expect that to happen again. Honestly, it was just astonishing what Johan did, and Petro, of course. It's just it was just so incredible. But I think the competition this year will be so much harder.
So that's what I wanted to ask really. Last year, you guys absolutely smashed it, and then I think everyone's gone, okay, like the level's gone up, and now you guys, you think that everybody else's level has gone up as well. They've chased you really hard. The cars, they all look amazing.
Yeah, they do. It's really hard, and you see
He's skulking around in the background. Johan, how's it going?
Want to be in the camera.
Good to see you, mate. We've just been talking to Pernilla. Like, it's so exciting. You've got the number one on the car. It looks awesome. But like this is going to be wild. Like everyone's just buzzing for tomorrow morning.
Buzzing is a new word for me. But I jumped into the car and I saw on the small sticker on the side of the dashboard that it was number one in front of my name. That looked nice.
Cool feeling then, cool. And yet I know you're desperate to defend that title, but Pernilla, everybody's saying it's going to be hard, isn't it? Everyone's chased the work over the winter, the work rate from the other teams to me looks to be massive.
I assume. I mean, they know the level we put on last year, and I'm pretty sure they are ready to be on that level or maybe a little bit higher even. And I mean, we really haven't tried to reinvent the wheel, but for sure we have a little bit better package than we had last year. And I mean, the team has 1 year of experience, so I think we're ready.
Looking forward to seeing it. We better send you back to the TV interview over there. We've stolen you off them. Good luck.
Thank you.
Pernilla, yeah, good luck. So enjoy. We're going to head further on down. And when will you be relaxed? Like Q1, Q2, do we need to wait 3 events? Last year, Matthias won the first 3, and then you guys absolutely destroyed the rest of the season. So when are we going to know?
Oh, you never know until the last race. It could be such an amazing season with really tight racing and close points. So you never know. You never know, and things change quickly.
Can't wait. Good luck.
Thank you.
Right, we'll leave Pernilla there. So double one on Solberg's car, the 11, which of course he's run in the past, and then you can see the single one on Kristoffersen's car on the far side. Come on over this way. So see if you can see through there, the number one on the side of Kristoffersen's car, just looking absolutely fantastic. So small changes to the package for VW, not massive. One thing that is interesting, you stay around there, I'll come over here, the rear wing. So come and have a look at this. So the rear wing on all these cars has been redesigned, and if you look here, there's an adjustment on the side. So one of the rule changes has been that you can only have one rear aerodynamic device. You might remember EKS last year used 3 different rear wings, so low drag, high drag, various different places. Now got one wing, but it's adjustable, and we've seen that pretty much with all the teams. Right, we're going to head on. I'm just in the middle, Mark. I'll see you later on. This is Mark from Canada, one of the Canadian commentators. He's super excited, so we're going to move further on down the paddock. So in terms of some of the technical changes, there have been some rule changes. There are less engines available now, and there are less turbochargers available as well. Thank you very much. And the idea with that is to reduce costs. So that we want less engines being used. Obviously, the engines are very expensive, so we want to have the minimum amount used. Same with turbochargers. We can't just have the teams throwing them at it. We need to keep the cost down because we want to keep privateers involved as well. So it's important that we keep a lid on the cost. There's a new rule for tyres this year as well. So we have 12 tyres available for the first couple of rounds. Then it goes back to 8. From that point onwards, you'll be able to use your 8 new tyres, which they'll certainly say for Q1 onwards, and then you use used tyres from previous events for your free practice. And again, that's to stop teams throwing brand new sets of tyres onto the car the whole way through the free practice session. So promoter working really hard to try and keep a lid on costs and to try to make sure that everybody can compete at the same level. Right, Peugeot. So excited about this as well. So 3 cars for Peugeot. Come on in and I'll get one of our guys to close that behind us. So first of all, this one, yellow, bright yellow. So this is Kevin Hanson, and I absolutely love that. That's going to be extremely easy for me to ID. Kevin's even got a yellow peak on his hat now so that you can recognise him with the car. Is that Sebastian sitting in his car? It is. Let's come in here just very quickly and we'll see if we can interrupt just quickly. Sebastian, sorry to interrupt. Seat fitting, what are we up to?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so how do you like it? It's all good? What are we changing? Anything?
I just check if I touch the pedals in the new car, and it seems to be okay.
So if we're on the pedals, we're on the wheel. Happy days.
Perfect.
Are you excited about this new season? We're going up and down the whole of the paddock, talking to everybody. Nobody really knows where they're at until tomorrow morning, and I don't know. Everyone's really excited.
Yeah, it's always a bit. We never know at the beginning of the season in Rallycross. Everybody works in his side, and we never know what will happen. So. Really excited to be tomorrow, yes, to check how we are. We are waiting for new evolution a bit later in the season, so at the moment I hope we will still be able to fight, and everything looks good at the moment, so hopefully it will be a good day tomorrow.
Perfect. So, and mixed weather conditions this weekend. It's going to be wet on Saturday and dry on Sunday. That kind of gives us a good idea of if anybody's particularly strong in the wet or in the dry.
Yeah, sure. The wet sometimes doesn't really show the real speed of the cars, but depends of the condition at the moment when you drive. But yes, it will be interesting. We'll have a bit of everything this weekend, so we will see.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Right, we'll leave Sebastian to it. Thank you for your time, as always. So Sebastian's car is blue. Kevin's car over here, you can see, is yellow. And then if you look at Timmy's car over here, is in a kind of a flat grey, which is really cool as well. So Timmy Hanson's car on the far side. So remember, it's Timmy and Sebastian who are going to be scoring the team's points. Kevin is actually an individual entry, but they're running him out of the same tent. Right, heading towards the end of the paddock. Look at this. Very nice from Peugeot Sport. New hospitality building there on the side of a fancy looking bus. Good to see. So we know Peugeot Sport have been technically involved with developing the cars this year. And so it was interesting to see what Sebastian was saying, that they're waiting on a bigger update later in the year. So we've seen people. Who's eating, producer T? Okay, so yeah, well, they're all in. Oh yeah, okay, so we can see Timmy's in there, Kevin's in there. I think Kenneth as well. Yeah, very nice. Tinted windows. They don't want us in there, do they? I'm not going to help myself to some lunch in a minute. So we'll have a display of rally cars down here tomorrow. This, of course, is the Barcelona F1 circuit. If you're familiar with this place, basically, this is the start-finish straight, and actually the Rallycross track is up there. It's in the last sector of the F1 track, and the start line's moved. So this is big news. It was on the uphill section heading up towards Turn 1. It's now moved, and it's over on the straight coming into the complex. That does make a really big difference. Carlo Sullivan, don't you dare come here. So Carlo Sullivan, he tried to sneak off there, but producer T threw him under the bus big time. So Carl is ex-IMG and is now running a team. So basically, what is it? Is it poacher? No, gamekeeper turned poacher, isn't it? Yeah. So come on then, how are we doing?
Good, I think. Everything's very new. Everything's entirely new. So, it's been a bit of a challenge pulling it all together for the first time in Barcelona, but it's good. Yeah, we're pleased.
We've been talking to everyone up and down the paddock, and they're so excited. I'm ludicrously excited anyway. But we really don't know, and you guys in particular. This car's very special. I've had the chance finally to have a look under the skin today. There's some incredible stuff on that, but again, you don't know if it's going to be enough. You could be miles out in front, and the anticipation of all the boys from Pro Drive at GCK, it's mad.
It is. It's brand new. Everything that we've said, but so is the track, thankfully.
Yes, we've just been talking that, yeah.
And, I've been here since with my IMG hat on for many years. So, I knew the old layout. I was a big fan of the old layout. But this new layout is going to throw it all up in the air, particularly if we get mixed conditions. It looks like some of the gravel's changed. Turn 1's going to be just crazy. New Joker lap strategies, everything. It's a new surface, new asphalt, right? So, we couldn't have asked for more variables to play into our favour on round 1, which is good, yeah. I hope the racing stands up to what it used to be here, because Turn 1 was always fantastic here, right? So I hope we still get that. But yeah, that works for us. So as round 1, on what is I would consider a new track, yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Is it weird being here and not being with the organisers, being with one of the team?
It is, yeah, it has been.
You don't have to worry where the trucks are parked.
It's yeah, not just one truck, thankfully, or maybe two. But yeah, it's great. It's so interesting to see it from the other side, and particularly where the sport is at now, because it was one of the reasons I became so interested in this project, because it genuinely, I think you've seen it, it's so exciting, yeah. And it's really in the mould of Guerlain, because everything he does is just 100% or nothing. I know a lot of people in the paddock talk about their 100%, but you've seen the vehicle. You know, you've seen the effort that he's put into his presentation. There's been no half measures. And I can tell you from, you know, the level of talent that we have in there behind the screens, you know, they're all in as well. So it's going to be awesome.
Can't wait. Good luck.
All right, thanks, mate.
Right, we'll let Carl sneak off this time. Didn't manage to get away with it. Very quick look in here. First of all, over here, Gregoire de Moustier. So it's our other individual entrant, remember, with Yannis Belmanis and Kevin Hanson. And he's been run by Sebastian Loeb Racing. So Sebastian's team here, they've run cars in Porsches and stuff before. You can probably see from the camera, it's starting to rain now. Let's have a quick look at GCK over there. This is the brand new Renault Megane developed by ProDrive. Everything on this car is bespoke. Look at the wheels, Karim, come over here. So the wheel has been developed differently, and if you look under the wheel, the brakes are not in there. So if you have a quick look underneath, the brakes are actually a lot further into the car. They're inboard, they're near the differential. All of the weight of this car has been centralised. Everything on it is bespoke. The engine, the transmission, absolutely everything. We really don't know who's going to be fastest. We don't know what's going to happen with the strategy. So what used to happen here with the Joker lap is you didn't take it on your last lap because it runs the Joker lap out onto that back straight, and you could gain a significant amount of time by taking it on any of the laps where you followed the straight. When the finish line was just after the Joker, you didn't want a Joker on lap 4. That's changed this year because the start is right down at the far end of the circuit, and the finish line is just on the run up the hill towards the gravel. So everything is new. I couldn't be more excited. Exactly as I started this piece with, we hope that you are as excited as well. Remember, you can find all your local broadcast deals. Oliver Solberg, there he goes, look on his moped. You can find all your local broadcast details on the website, and if you don't have a broadcast deal in your area, then you'll be able to watch it on YouTube. So no excuses for missing round 1 of the FIA World Rallycross Championship from Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. It starts tomorrow, finally.